Well, welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. We're back talking about arcs, circle arcs, and how to solve for them. All right. So, what we want to do here is we're going to now be dealing with, instead of just giving you straight numbers, we got to throw a little algebra in here because we got to throw some unknowns in here. So, can't just be all numbers. All right. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is I got to give you this part right here. It's going to be 6x minus 32. And this part right here is going to be 2x minus 20. All right, so remember in the last video we talked about arcs. And so I just want to highlight something. If you notice, we know that A to C, ABC, or AC is a major arc. It's a minor arc because it basically goes up to 180. Well, technically it's a semicircle, sorry. It's a semicircle. And we talked about that before, that a semicircle is equal to 180 degrees. So if we know that 6x minus 32 and 2x minus 20 are a part of this semicircle, then all we got to do is say 6x plus 32 plus 2x minus 20 equals 180. All right, so let's combine like terms. So we have 6x, that's supposed to be a plus, sorry, plus 2x is going to give us 8x. And then 32 and negative 20 are going to give us positive 12. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be negative 32. Sorry about that, guys. Let me fix that real quick. Because it's actually right in the picture, but for some reason when I wrote it down, I put a plus sign there. All right, so that's minus. So that would be minus, one more time, sorry, minus 52 equals 180. All right, we're going to add 52 to both sides and get 8x equals 232. We'll divide by 8 and get x equals 29. All right. So now that we know that x is equal to 29, to figure out the measure of AB and ACB, all we're going to do is plug into the expressions. So for AB, that's going to be 6 times 29 minus 32, because originally that 29 was an x. All right, so when we plug that in, we should wind up with 142. All right, and for the second one, which was ACB, we're going to say 2 times 29 minus 20. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, yeah. That's going to be equal to 38. And because ACB is the combination of ACB, you're going to say, we already know this side is 180, and we just found out this side is 38. So we're going to say 180 plus 38 is equal to 218. So that's 218. All right, so I apologize for that. ACB is not that, so I apologize for that part. So hopefully you were not writing in pen. That's actually going to be BC. BC is 2 times that, so I apologize for that. So please write in pencil. Please write in pencil. If you did, scratch it out real quick. All right, and then the last one we're going to do is, again, some more variables. So I got to tell you this part right here is 2x. This part right here is 6x plus 8. This part here is 62. And this part is 11x plus 5. All right. Sorry for the coughing. Got a little dry. So one thing I want you to note here is that there is no diameter. Remember, diameter, we talked about that. There's a chord that goes from side to side. It's a straight line that goes from one side of the circle to the other side, but it goes to the center. So there's no diameter. So here we're going to use 360. Now, I apologize for that, but it will work out nonetheless. So we're going to start with 2x plus 6x plus 8 plus 62 plus 11x plus 5 equals 360. All right? So now let's put our like terms together. We got 2x, 6x, and 11x. Well, 2 plus 6 is 8, and 8 plus 11 is 19. All right. Then we got 8, 62, and 5. All right, well, 8 plus 62 is 70, so that's going to be plus 75 equals 360. All right, so we're going to subtract 75 from both sides and wind up with 19x equals 285. All right. And then we're going to divide by 19, which should give us x equals 15. All right. All right. So now that we know the x is, just like on the last example, we're going to plug in. So for BEC, let's go ahead and do these calculations. All right. We know 11x plus 5 would actually be 11x, or 11 times 15, sorry. Let me clean that up a little bit. So it'll be 11 parentheses 15 plus 5. Well, we know that that's going to be, let me do the quick little calculation here, guys, real quick. So 165. So that's going to be 165 plus 5 is 170. All right. So you don't have to do that calculation. I just was doing that since I didn't have access to a calculator, since I'm doing some iPad. The next one we had was 2 times x. So it's going to be 2 times 15. So we know that's going to be 30. So we know this part right here is going to be 170. Put that in parentheses. This is going to be 30, and we get in parentheses. That's in degrees. I forgot to put degrees symbol here. We already got 62. And the last one we got to figure out is 6 times 15 plus 8. Well, we know that's going to be 90 plus 8, which is 98. Okay, so that means that this part right here is going to be 98 degrees. And since you're already at 62, we don't have to worry about that. All right? So the first one asks us for BEC. So again, B is right here. Kind of draw a dot there. E is here. And then C is here. So technically, it's this angle right here. Sorry, let me kind of draw real quick. So this angle right here. So we know that's going to be 98 degrees. We just figured that out. Sorry, let me erase the line here. That's going to be 98 degrees. All right. All right, BAD. So we got BAD. Now, if you notice, that's going to be 30 plus 70. So that's going to be 30 plus 170, and that's going to give us 200 degrees. All right, and then BD, again, I didn't choose the letters, so that's going to be 98 plus 62, which comes out to be 160. All right, so now we've successfully used just numbers to solve circle arc problems, and then variables or expressions to solve. All right, so at this point, you need to work on the practice problems. That either in your, if you're work on the practice problems that accompany this is at your Google form. Work on those problems. They are for a grade. They are actually for 2 daily grades. So again, try your best on it. Again, when I return, if you have any questions, we'll go over it. But try that, and then, like I said, when I return, we'll go over any misconceptions or anything anybody needs to go over. Thank you, and I'll talk to you when I return.